Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna start the meeting, Ben. I'd like to start the special session of the Design Review Board, October 8th, 2019 at 5:32 p.m. We're at the City Council Chambers, 915 South Torville Road in Bisbee, Arizona. We're gonna do a roll call. Peter Gaffer, excused. Stefan Green.
Yeah.
Todd Conklin, present. Michael McPartland, excused. Frank Davis, excused. John Sky,
Present.
Ben Lepley.
Here.
Leslie Johns.
Here.
Staff James Ledbetter, City Attorney Teresa Coleman, Staff Liaison. Here.
Oh, yes.
The staff would like to inform all applicants that all applications on the Design Review Board agenda will require a building permit or a sign permit. That Design Review Board approvals does not necessarily reflect the views and policies of the State Historic Preservation Office, which controls decisions impacting tax status of designated contributing historic properties. Please review SHPO's policies if necessary. Contact them directly before making any exterior changes to your property. The intent of the Design Review Board process as applied within the Bisbee Historic District is to A, improve and encourage uses leading to the conservation and or rehabilitation of buildings, structures, sites, objects, and spaces within the historic district, while allowing for a vibrant, creative, and livable community. B, encourage harmonious growth and orderly development. C, assure that future settings, design, and construction will correspond to and enhance the visual characteristics of the district. And lastly, D, prevent construction alteration or remodeling from occurring in a manner that would be detrimental to the historical or visual characteristics of the district. Okay, we have a call to the public. Would anybody like to speak? Right, please step up and state your first name, your last name, and your address.
Sean Kramer, 221 Brewery Ave. I understand that Todd has taken possession of a house that's up on the hill, and he's going to be doing some major work on it, finally cleaning it up. I spoke with a few of the neighbors. Everybody seems to be very much in favor of it happening. It is riddled with needles. It's vacant. It's been vacant for a long time. It needs to be cleaned up. It's an eyesore, so I believe that we're all definitely in favor of that.
Thank you, Sean. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, anybody else call the public? Okay. Agenda item number 1, application 1952, residential historic district, non-contributing property number 63, located at 223 Youngblood Hill. Applicant is myself, Todd Conklin. This
We're gonna do the motion, right? I'd like to make a motion to delegate this DRB application 19-52 to Teresa Coleman for administrative decision. You get a second on that?
I'll second that.
You can. I'll second that.
Okay. Sorry. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Motion passes unanimously. Agenda item number 2, application 1958, Bisbee Residential Historic District, contributing property number 707, located at 35 Wood Canyon. Applicant Daniel and Mary Boak. The applicant is seeking approval to remove existing carport, frame, new end wall, 2x6 install, new trusses, new corrugated metal roof, new siding to match existing siding. Is there anybody here to represent this application?
Luke Oldfield, general contractor.
Can you tell me about the project, Mr. Oldfield?
It's just removing the existing ugly garage and putting up a new one that looks exactly the same.
Has anybody went to check out the project?
Yeah, I've been up there and looked at it. Do you want to go ahead?
Go ahead, Ben.
Yeah, I've been up there while I was looking at 2 other projects, the house next door and the other one, and it looks like demo work had already been done or was going on, and like it was not very stable before, kind of a health and safety risk. That's all.
Mr. Sky, you had some input?
Yeah, I'll just piggyback on that. Pretty much the same, I have the same outlook on it. They're just rebuilding on the existing footings, right in the same place. It's a like for like situation. The applicator, he was originally trying to get a like for like from the city inspector, but due to
As
current,
it's always been done before.
as it's always been done before, due to current situations that have been going into local politics, he had to come here for us today. So I think I'm very okay with this application. Do you have anything to add to?
No, you said it all. I think it's like for like, and it's going to look like what was there before it fell down. That sounds good to me.
So, in that, I would like to make a motion to approve application 19-58 as submitted. Can I get a second?
I'll second that.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes unanimously. Okay, moving on to staff comments.
Thank you, guys.
Yes, sir.
Have a good evening.
Future agenda item suggestions. Board members may suggest topics for future agenda items. Does anybody have any input?
I would like to I would like to put something on the agenda for our next meeting, to start a conversation about getting, what is it, Naco Road, put on, back on the historic listings.
Are you talking about like those two houses?
Yeah,
that
when
are
you're
just
coming
being-
in,
Yeah.
I guess all the way up to where it turns into a commercial situation, it's not listed as a historic
Yeah, I
district.
can't find those properties listed.
So if we could bring that, I don't know what we can do about it, but if we could start the
will, yeah.
discussion on that, and I know that, that the individual that bought the property, Al Strati, is very interested in turning them back into historical fixtures of the town. So I think in light of that, we should help him by at least putting them in the historic district.
And he may need to petition for that, but I will clarify.
I would, so I can talk. I think SHPO might have some guidance about how, if it is possible to change the outline of the overlay district. I think that is a tricky thing to do in Arizona politics, but maybe altering it to reflect, as opposed to, adding on or making new. If we use certain verbiage, it might not be a big deal.
Yeah, well, I'd just like to get the conversation started
Yep.
and maybe figure out where we could go to make that happen, because I actually went and cleared the buildings out myself, and they are super old little minor shacks that he wants to make livable again and keep them within the historic guidelines, so.
John, do you just happen to know what those addresses are? Yeah.
I don't.
Okay, that's all right. Fair enough.
So, Ms. Coleman, can we plan on getting an update from you at our next meeting on,
Yeah.
On this?
Yes,
Okay,
yep, at the November 3rd meeting.
okay.
Yep.
Does anybody else have, any input on what John is proposing, or any other agenda items that they would like to, future agenda items that they'd like to discuss?
I would like to make a motion to put on the next agenda having selecting 3 people for re-evaluating the DRB rules, and just making sure that's still on the agenda for the next one, if everyone is here next time. So.
Would you like to, so you want to make a motion then?
If there's 7 members, Is that,
We would need to
go
have
back to that again?
Teresa,
I do not know if we still have 7 members, actually. Teresa or Nina would know that.
We did receive a resignation.
we received a resignation.
So that's gonna be back on the back burners then.
So until we get to get that seat filled, then we're gonna have to wait until that is possible, until we have a full board.
Which was gonna be my next suggestion on a topic that we could discuss for next week is getting our 7th member back, or a 7th member back on the board this, hopefully this next week. I know that we have we've had a few interested parties, so if we could get one of them picked a little quicker than the last time we were without, that would be great.
Mr. Green, you had some input.
Only that, as long as we have quorum, we can actually make that decision. It doesn't have to be 7 of us or 6 of us. As long as there's 4 of us, we can pick 3. It's just that the other person that's not there could be picked by us, and they might not want or be able to do it. So that's why. Or we do this another way. And,
Well-
I do,
Wait, Mr. Green, he wasn't finished speaking.
No, I'm finished.
Oh, you are finished?
Oh.
Okay.
oh, so, well, he said another way.
well, yeah,
Yeah.
maybe there's another way.
Yes,
We can
and-
do it by
Well,
Yeah, and we can get some assistance from SHPO, and I will nail them down as to the assistance they can offer for the design review guidelines.
that'd be great, and while you're doing that, you could check on the Naco Highway situation.
Yep.
And the reason why we've been trying to hold it to a 7-person vote, everyone all together at once, is because we've had a real hard time having our board here all together at once. And then, on top of that, we weren't expecting on losing a member. So on top of that, now we need to try to give mayor and council a push in the right direction to get us another member rapidly, so we're not going through a situation like we've had previously where no one's good enough, or no one's someone's friend, or no one's something else. So that's
I
why
have it,
I'd like
yeah.
to push to have 7 members on the board together to make a unanimous decision to move forward together as a board instead of just a few people that show up.
Ms. Coleman, was the person who resigned, was it chair or vice chair?
Not the chair,
So it was vice chair?
possibly.
Okay, because if
Good
it's
mind.
vice chair, then we're gonna have to vote on another vice chair.
Okay,
So that might be
So-
At your
another.
next
So
meeting.
we do need to put that.
That on the agenda?
On the agenda.
Okay.
For next month's session.
Okay.
Do you guys agree?
Agreed.
I would agree.
okay.
Does anybody else have anything that they would like to talk about for future items, agenda item suggestions? Okay, well, with that said, I'd like to make a motion to adjourn.
I will second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thanks, Ben.
Alright, see you guys.
Bye,
Sorry,
man.
I couldn't make it.
Hey, everybody, thanks for being here on the phone, it's fine.
Alright.